So a window box. A window box is usually made of dimensional lumber, and it's to house the window unit that you're going to put in there. So in other words, you need to know what size windows you're going to put in your cordwood building before you build the window box, before you put them in the wall. My favorite way to do it is to have a post come along here and set this window box right onto the lintel or the post, and then screw it into there, and then it never moves. One of my other favorite ways is to do it into the top of the top row. The other one, if it's a big window, bottom beam, top or window box, and then a top beam. And that way your window always opens. Our window's still open 40 years after we built our house.
Do you put those beams in before you build the...
Yes.
Okay.
So, we've got two nice rows here of cordwood, pretty well leveled.
Can you use a smaller beam, like a 4x4 or something like that?
Oh yeah, sure, you could use a 3x8, yeah, whatever. Okay. This is 8 inches. You could do a 3x8 rather than a 6x8. These are 6x6s, right? Yep.
So, for example, my window is going to go over there, and I am planning to put the horizontal sill, so that one of these 6x6s goes as the sill, horizontal sill.
You're just giving it so the shed has some natural light in there?
Yep, yep.
So if you'll notice on this window box, you're going to see that the timber or the dimensional lumber overlaps. So this is gaining strength by putting one way and one the other. When you do it, it's also diagonally braced. After you make it square, you can put a carpenter square in there. You can do the 3, 4, 5 Pythagorean theorem deal. To do that, then you brace it diagonally, because this will become, as you can imagine, like any flat surface, a shelf to put things. So even before it's done, it's going to be a shelf to put things. And then we also have, if you'll notice, on the top, there's roofing nails to grab the mortar. So we've got roofing nails up here. And that's going to grab the mortar. Now, I don't have them all the way around, but I would if I was going to put this into a house where I wanted this to open.
Meaning on the sides, too?
Yes, I come down here with them, and down here with them. I've also put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood here to kind of solidify everything. So overbuilding is the name of the game. And this window could also go this way. But since it's,
Oh, that was made for vertical? Okay.
or horizontal. We can go either way. So I'm going to put this in here, and this is a 12-inch window cavity. So what I do, if you hand me the level, I put the mortar bead, insulation mortar bead, and then as I come here, I start to level everything up. I'm going to move it that way, and I'm going to stuff some insulation under there, then I'm going to see if it's good here. I'm going to get it just level and stuff some more insulation, and excuse me, some more mortar there, get it equidistant from where I want it to be, and then start to mortar up on the sides. So this is floating a window in a cordwood wall. The other way is to put it fixed into a beam situation. Now, Cliff asked about the beam. You could build up to here and then throw the beam in now. And then you're not having that beam hit you in the head as you're working on it.
That's why I asked.
So yeah, so certainly if you know where it's at, and we found it very handy to mark things on this wall. Like if I was going to put the Big Dipper here and I wanted it here, I would put Big Dipper on there, and then I'd have a sheet of paper or a piece of cardboard with the Big Dipper on it. I'd put it up here, see where the bottom one went, where the next one went, and so on and so forth. So if you plan a pattern, plan it ahead of time, draw it out on paper or plastic, hang it down, take it off when you don't need it, put it back up when you need it, make a mark on your beam when it's
Would you notch out this, or would you notch out the beam? Or just put it, put up to that?
I mean this,
Let's just say this is the beam.
okay,
Is it like that, or is it
like that. I would take out the keyway.
So you could mark it that way. Just cut the key away, and then you know exactly where the beam is.
exactly where the beam would go, and then set the beam in and toenail it. And,
Okay.
so that's window box. Below it, any questions on window box? Floating.
Quick one, especially with the houses. I see that in the reading I've done, if you go with a 16-inch wall using 2x8s for your frame, is there anything saying you couldn't go to get rid of that seam in your windowsill? Have you known anybody to use like a 2x6 and a 2x10 so that seam is underneath the
Oh,
window.
okay. So what he's talking about is so that you don't have this seam here where the two pieces abut. You don't have that. You can either frame it out or trim it out on the inside. Because what's going to happen is there's going to be a nailing flange here. The window is going to sit here, and then outside of the window is going to be a nailing flange. So you'll nail the nailing flange onto here. Yeah, you could do that, certainly.
And then what do you cover the flange with?
Oh, you'd have to trim it out. You would put a 2x whatever or a 1x whatever here.
On the that's the outside.
Now, some windows don't come without a nailing flange. Usually, if you order your windows, you order them with a nailing flange. If you get one from Habitat and it doesn't have a nailing flange, then you're going to have to pin it into here, probably from the inside with a nail gun.
So when you put it on, you want it flush to the outside. So when you put your flange on, it's going to overhang onto
Yes,
this.
absolutely.
So you want it flush.
Absolutely. So the question is, if we're doing trim, okay, and then we want the trim. Is there a piece of that composite on there, Greg? Just a little piece? Yeah, there's a white piece there. That can kind of simulate the trim. So you would then trim this out as you went. Now the other thing you would want to do is you would want to put this a little bit outside the wall and run a drip edge underneath here. And by that, if the water comes here, hits here, and goes underneath that, it's going to go back into your wall. And all a drip edge is a little kerf, a little cut that you make on a table saw with the bottom piece. So when the rain turns and starts to go back in, it hits that drip edge and then drops.